Hey, man. Hey, man.
All right, this week has been a very crazy week for NASCAR. A lot of changes coming down, and I've been a big proponent of this. And I'm just going to be out there and say it.
Okay.
I have never wanted In the Marbles to be involved in any type of political discussion.
I agree there.
To me, racing is water and politics is oil. In fact, you place anything, any event or passion or anything you like in place of NASCAR, horseback riding, motorcycling.
Mm-hmm.
You put any type of noun or verb or whatever in there, and politics, it corrupts it.
Yeah, they don't go together.
They don't go together. What we've been going through in this country has been pretty much a changing point. We're at crossroads.
Right.
Everybody's making changes. I have my own personal opinions about everything that I don't feel I need to share to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, friends, family, especially family, shouldn't talk politics.
No.
Politics corrupts everything it touches.
Yes, it does.
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Politics and government and everything like that just is not good.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Don't mix sports into it. Don't mix your passions into it. Our job is very political in the sense of people talking and people doing all this stuff. It will take whatever you have a passion and drive for and wreck it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my official stand on everything that's going on. I don't care. I'm going to still be a race fan.
Yep.
I'm still going to go to the tracks. I'm still going to enjoy myself. A piece of cloth doesn't determine whether I'm a fan of the sport or not.
Yeah, right.
The opinions of one person doesn't mean he's my spokesman. Bubba Wallace is right now the ambassador for the sport. In 2 months' time, it could be Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
I do not care because Jimmy Johnson's opinions might differ from me. Bubba Wallace's might differ from me. I don't care what one's opinions is over the other. They're not my spokesman and stuff like that. But don't mix NASCAR and politics.
Nope.
Because people are going to get mad. People are mad on social media. The majority of people are saying, good. This is a good step for NASCAR.
Yeah.
It'll be more inclusive. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, I mean, we still live in America. We still have the First Amendment where we can say and do whatever we want. We could be free. Mm-hmm. That's the greatness of our country. But I'm not going to take that as I truly, it means no never mind to me. Enjoy racing. If you're a fan of the sport, I don't see how a piece of cloth is going to change your mind. Then how big of a fan of the sport were you at that point? I can see people's opinions on that.
Mm-hmm. People
coming into the sport that are new, they don't care. It's like, man, I just like racing. Who cares? Don't mix politics into anything. And that's my stand here at In the Marbles. I don't want to mix politics into it. I don't want to say this guy's wrong because he's entitled to his opinion, or this guy's right because he's entitled to his opinion. I don't care. You can have any opinion you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say on that, because I'll just beat the dead horse. And everybody else can have their own opinion one way or another. You know, this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. And you don't have to announce your arrival. Yeah. I don't care if you're a brand new fan to the sport. Welcome. I don't care if you're leaving the sport because of this. We probably didn't want you around anyway, because you're probably one of those guys on Facebook and Twitter saying NASCAR died when Dale Earnhardt died.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say about it. What are your thoughts?
I'm pretty much right there with you, honestly. I don't want to get into it too much. First of all, the Confederate flag that they're talking about is just technically a battle flag. It's not the actual one that represents in general.
And see, here's the thing. I don't want to get into that on this.
Right.
Because to some people, it might be like that. But then this is where it's fogs up the waters.
Yeah, that's where you get at the crossroads.
I do not. And if you feel like it's the symbol of this or that, or I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. care. And see, that's what I didn't want to get into, and I hate to cut you off.
No, that's completely fine because I was just gonna get to where like to me it doesn't matter. I have never worried once about when I go to a race going, oh, look at how many flags there are here. I'm not here to talk about all that. I'm here to just enjoy.
Yeah, I'm here to watch the race.
And quite honestly, like you said, and like I said to me, it honestly doesn't matter to me. Did I follow it closely? Yeah, because I wanted to see what came out of it. But to me, it doesn't. I don't care if it's gone. It's gone. That's great.
But
whatever.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, it may, more people might discover the sport now that this, because let's put it this way. I have come across people before that have never watched NASCAR and they have associated with that flag in NASCAR and then have proceeded to say that most people that are fans of NASCAR are racist. That's not the case for everybody that is a fan of NASCAR, and that's what really got on my nerves for the longest time. I mean, now that this is gone, what are people going to keep saying that, oh, just because it's gone, I'm sure half of those people are still racist. Like, okay, now we got it. Like, no, that's not how this works. I don't care that it's gone. Whatever. If we gain new people, that's great. Cool. If, the people that I saw it all on Facebook yesterday. Oh, I'm done with this sport because of that. Well, then you know what, dude? That's great, man. I'm going to keep watching because I'm here for the racing.
Yeah, because
I'm here to worry about that right now, then there's a problem.
Yep, and I have a passion for it, and I don't like politics getting in the way.
No.
People can have their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have mine.
Yeah.
This is why I don't post on social media, because I don't care what people think of my opinion.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it either.
Who cares?
For the longest time, when people were posting all about politics on Facebook, it's just like, there's one thing to post, but if you want to go out and make a difference, then go out, actions speak louder than words. So
right.
When it comes down to it, like you said, the flag being gone, it doesn't affect me one bit. That's fine.
Nope. Doesn't affect me either.
I don't go to, like I said, I don't go to the track going, oh man, look at all this. It's just, for the longest time, the sport was associated with people on the outside would say, oh, you guys let those flags fly around there. There must be a bunch of racists in there. And that's not the case. Honestly.
No, it's not the case. I think it, and again, I almost said it. I almost fell into my own trap. I almost said, I think. No.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I think.
No.
NASCAR's made their decision. Accept it or leave.
Right.
The way I see it, if you leave, that gives me an open space for my cooler, potentially.
Yeah. I saw a tweet that said, somebody said, between last year's Martinsville race and this year's, last night, the ratings were up 104%. Maybe NASCAR gained new fans.
Maybe people are starting to discover it.
Yeah.
Change is inevitable.
Yeah.
In every major sporting event and series, there's change.
Just like we talk about in NASCAR when we change over, when we went the Winston Cup, the Sprint Cup, we leave new, old eras behind and we're in another era.
Right.
Just like when Richard Petty was retiring and then you have Jeff Gordon coming in. That's pretty much the start of a new era.
The changing of the guard.
That's exactly how it goes.
Nostalgia will kill the sport.
Mm-hmm.
The fans that love it will stay with it. The nostalgic ones who want the Dale Earnhardts back, the Cale Yarboroughs, those days are gone.
Yeah, I mean, I touch about all day long about how, man, I miss the early 2000s. And I thought the racing was much better.
Yeah.
The cars were much better. But you know what? Still got to be a fan here today.
You know what? I'll be a fan too. NASCAR made a decision.
Yep.
Love it or hate it.
The
call's been made.
I just find it ridiculous that people are just like, oh, I'm going to leave the sport because of this.
All right, fine.
You know what? See you,
It'll
dude.
be easier for me to get a camping spot.
That's right. You might be moved up on the list.
That's right. Well, that was our Hey Man. It was a weird one, but again, we want to emphasize here, I don't want to get into politics.
No, not at all.
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you're a race fan and you're here enjoying the show and enjoying the race coverages and predictions, we love you no matter what. I don't care.
Yeah, and I wanted to add into the Hey Man, it's ridiculous what you see. So I don't know if you ever heard of a meteorologist. Her name is Ginger Z.
No.
She's, I think, on ABC. She's like one of the national meteorologists. And she had put out a post today about how a few years back she had a chance to drive a race car at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And she learned from, how to do it from Bubba Wallace. And she just said that, he's like a down-to-earth guy. That's great. Well, then people commented, and one guy said, he can't drive anyways, and his voice doesn't. I can't remember. I can't find it because there's like almost 1,000 comments at this point. But this guy was like, he can't drive, and his opinion doesn't matter, this and that. the sport is dead.
Everybody has their own opinion, and everybody's opinion matters.
And she replied back and she said, "Look, I don't know how he drives. I just think he's a great guy, and I don't know why you're bringing this into it." And that's why. See, the people that like that just right out the gate are saying, "Well, he can't drive anyways." Well, I'm sorry. Can you drive a race car?
Yeah.
So
and like we talked about, when was it stated that Bubba Wallace was the spokesman for every NASCAR fan? Never once.
Yeah.
He's on a platform right now and expressing his opinion, and with his celebrity and his position within the sport and within everything, he's going to use that platform to do whatever he wants.
Right.
If Jimmy Johnson did the same thing, okay, nobody would be really complaining. 7-time champ, multiple race wins. Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, it doesn't matter who. Everybody has and is entitled to their opinion.
Yep.
As an American.
Correct.
But that will say, man, we could go on we can make a whole show out of this.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it because, again, I don't like politics. Never have, never will, especially when it involves something I have a passion for.